Dear men, if you're serious about building a strong Christ-centered relationship in today's world, then stay with me. This could change everything. You've heard or even said things like, calm down, you're overreacting, or you're being too dramatic. These seemingly harmless statements can drive a woman away, leaving you wondering, what went wrong? By the end of this video, you will not only learn why these phrases are destructive, but also learn to replace them with words that foster love, respect, and understanding. Proverbs 18:21 tells us, death and life is in the power of the tongue. What we say, even without ill intent, can shape the course of our relationship for better or for worse. So let's unveil the 10 common phrases that men say that unknowingly push women away. Shall we? Before I delve into it, I just want you to understand that this isn't about blame. It's about awareness, growth, and building relationships that honor God and each other. Let's break down these phrases, why they are problematic, and what you can say instead to strengthen your connection and communication. The number one phrase is, calm down, you are overreacting. Saying this is like pouring water on a flame you don't understand. What you might see as an overreaction might be your partner expressing deeply rooted emotions or unmet needs. By dismissing her feelings, you're invalidating her experience. Instead, try, I can see this is important to you. Let's talk about it. The second phrase is, it's not a big deal. What is trivial to you might mean the world to her. Remember Ephesians 4:2 teaches us to be completely humble and gentle, be patient and bearing with one another in love. So next time, acknowledge a perspective. Say, I didn't realize this meant so much to you. Let's figure this out together. The third phrase, what now? This phrase can feel like an exasperated sigh, signaling impatience or disinterest. Showing you're present and willing to listen goes a long way in building trust. A lot of men are guilty of this particular phrase. You are too sensitive. Emotional sensitivity isn't a flaw, it's a part of how God created us. When you say this, you are shutting down a God-given ability to process emotions. A better response could be, I see this is affecting you. Can you help me understand why it feels this way? And the next phrase, you're imagining things. This can feel like gaslighting, making her doubt her own instincts. Instead, lean into her concerns. I hadn't seen it that way before. Tell me more. Honoring a perspective reflects the humility Christ calls us to in Philippians chapter 2, verse 3. The next phrase, you're just like your mom, sister, etc. Seriously? Comparing her with other people? Comparisons, especially negative ones, can cut deeply. Avoid this by focusing on the present moment. Say, let's focus on what's happening right now and work through it together. The seventh phrase, that's just how I am. This phrase often signals the unwillingness to grow or compromise, which contradicts the biblical call to transformation in Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Instead, acknowledge areas for improvement. Say, I know I have things to work on. Let's figure this out together. And the eighth phrase, you're making this about you again. Even if you feel a conversation has veered off track, saying this will invalidate a concerns. Try redirecting with kindness. Say, let's go back to what you're feeling. I want to understand better. The ninth phrase, I would say, is the most common one. A lot of men are guilty of this. Fathers are guilty of this. Even mothers are guilty of this because we say it to our daughters. And the phrase is, you are so dramatic. Labeling someone as dramatic trivializes their emotions. Instead, ask, what's making you feel this way? Creating space for open dialogue reflects the compassion Jesus modeled in his relationships. And the last phrase, you never understand. These phrases create walls instead of bridges. Even if you feel misunderstood, respond with vulnerability. I feel like I'm not expressing myself well. Let's try again. Now that we've unpacked these harmful phrases, let's talk about what to do instead. The key is empathy and intentionality. James in chapter 1 verse 19 reminds us to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Replace dismissiveness with curiosity, criticism with encouragement. And above all, communicate with the goal of understanding and not just being heard. Relationships thrive when both partners feel seen, valued, and respected. In the end, the words we choose can either reflect God's love or diminish it in our relationships. Remember, communication isn't just about speaking, it's about listening with your heart and responding with grace. If this video resonated with you, share with someone who might benefit from these insights. Let's create a culture of healthy, Christ-centered relationship where love, respect, and growth thrive. You know there's no way I'm letting you go without sharing the word of God with you. So today I'm leaving you with his word in the book of Proverbs chapter 15 verse 1. And it says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." This verse highlights the importance of choosing words carefully and responding with gentleness and empathy. It emphasizes the power of words to either diffuse tension or escalate conflicts. Words are powerful. They can build bridges or burn them down. And yet, a lot of men unknowingly use these phrases that quietly chip away at a woman's trust, emotional stability, and connection. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more faith-based relationship advice. See you in the next video.